Hey guys, so today I'm going to be looking at more scary short stories. Yeah, let's just get right into the video. The confession. You okay, buddy? Yeah. You sure? You're breathing heavy. I'm okay. Good, relax. We'll go quicker that way. To start, I just need some basic information. Basic, simple things. Okay, let's start with an easy one. What's your name? Roy. Roy what? From where? Well, Mr. Fromere, how old are you? 16. Go to school? No. Why not? Dunno, just don't. Live alone? No. You live with your mother and your brother Bill, don't you? Yeah. Good. You're doing fine. But now I need to ask you some harder questions. Okay, can you handle that? Yeah. Good boy. Your brother Bill's in some hot water, isn't he? He's been accused of something bad. Accused? He did something bad to that little girl, Jenny Connor. Oh, to be frank, Mr. Fromere, I think you might know something about that. That's why you're here today. I think you have a story about Bill and that little girl. Don't be shy. Relax. You aren't in any trouble. Just answer one question. Did you see Bill take Jenny into the woods? I didn't see them. Really? I saw Jenny. Bill was home. You say you saw Jenny go into the woods but Bill was home? Yeah, Mr. Fromere, I find that a wee bit hard to believe you. You know, we found Bill's jacket in those woods. We found his jacket soaked in about a pint of blood, Jenny's blood. We found her too. Funny enough, she was just a few yards away. We took some pictures. Want to see? Pictures of the body. Want to see? No, I expect you don't. They're not pretty. But nevertheless, they beg the question, what was Jenny's blood doing on Bill's jacket? And why do a dozen witnesses claim to have seen them leave together from the football game? Witnesses? Mr. Fromere, I know you followed them from the field. We have it on CCTV. So I ask you again, did you see Bill take Jenny into the woods? Did you? I didn't. I think you're lying. Bill was home. We go together from football. Bill said take Jenny home. You took Jenny? It was cold. Bill said take Jenny and take my jacket. I said let's go to the woods. Jenny said no. It made me mad. I pushed her. She hurt her head. What? I hit her in the woods. I was scared. I don't want trouble. She woke up. She was mad and screaming, so I hit her. I hit her so she shut up. And the jacket? Jacket? Bill's jacket. I hid it. Where? Under my bed. Christ, no, not under your bed. Think. For once in your life, think. You hid it in the woods. I hid it in the woods. Yeah, don't forget, it's important. Sorry. When they ask for real, you have to remember. I'm sorry for yelling. I hate seeing you made a fool of is all. I know, Bill. So Bill was the one asking questions, like they were practicing, in case, the police ask them questions, right? Wow, that was a good twist. Jeez. So I'm assuming there's something like mentally wrong with the brother. That's why, this guy can manipulate him so well to get him to take the blame and be the one to be like, I was the one who actually killed Jenny. Whoa. That's crazy. What a brother, right? Killing someone and then using your own brother to take the blame for you. That's crazy. The blind child stabbing. Sylvia pointed a trembling figure at my brother Arthur. Her milky, unseeing eyes gleamed in his direction, and his wife, Agnes, trembled with indignation from across the table. My husband's face colored as he dropped his fork and dragged our daughter back into her room, scolding her as they went. The rest of the night was awkward, and the pep in our conversation never recovered. 2 weeks later, Agnes was stabbed to death in her office parking lot. A college student found her, almost vomited all over her, and called the cops. My brother swore that he bore no ill will against my daughter, but I could tell that he was lying. One day, the middle-aged woman who taught my daughter how to read her braille called me. Ma'am, I don't know what's going on, but your daughter's been whispering electrocution for the past half hour, and it's starting to distract her from her lessons. Could you please talk to her? I did. Sylvia, in her 9-year-old lack of understanding, told me it was just a cool new word she learned at school. The death of an electrician made headlines the following week. It was a freak accident, involved tangled wires and a bucket of water. Sylvia's teacher's face was blurred for privacy, but her voice was as familiar as anything to me. He was my partner, my soulmate. While my husband was working late, I called Sylvia into the living room. Honey, is there anything Mummy should know? She hesitated. Honey, you can talk to me. She denied it once more. I have no secrets from you, Mummy. My husband walked into the living room with his hair tousled and his eyes distant. Instead of rushing to hug her dad, Sylvia simply turned towards him. Fire, she said. My heart stopped. Every time Sylvia said something like that, it was the person's partner who died, and of that reason too. A fire? Was Sylvia merely making predictions, or was she putting a curse on me for snooping in on her business? Why this devil child? I grew paranoid, checked the appliances and electronics constantly, and cleared the house of any fire hazards. That was my life over the next few days. All the while, I kept my eyes on Sylvia. I had grown almost hateful towards my own daughter. My husband came home one night, rounded and blackened with soot, while I sat in the living room and Sylvia listened to the radio beside me. What's the matter? I asked. He gulped. One of my colleagues, her house caught on fire. She was trapped in, but I managed to escape. That turned the gears in my head. What were you doing in her house? The expression on my husband's face was a sufficient admission of guilt. I opened my mouth to speak, no to scream, but a smaller voice from beside me looked at me and whispered, poisoning. What? I'm speechless. What? Sorry, after she finds out her husband cheated on her, she's going to poison him? Because it's always the partner that dies of the person she points to, right? And she tells them how they die. That's crazy. Man, these stories are just good. I love the twists in them, man. So Sylvia just knows who dies. But why does she always have to point to the person instead of their partner? That's one thing I want to know. Alright, next story. Good morning, sunshine. Time to wake up. I open my eyes and see Nurse Judy ready to give me my morning injection. I sit on the bed and roll up my pajama sleeve. I feel the needle under my skin and the medication flowing inside my veins. The nurse gives me a wide smile. Good girl, you can go to the canteen now and have breakfast with your friends. Friends. I don't have friends here. My friends are almost 60 miles away from me, enjoying life, learning new stuff, making out at parties, certainly not spending their youth in a psychiatric ward. My parents put me there. It was after another anxiety attack at school. I lost control and tried to do something stupid. Now everything seems stupid to me. I pass by Nutsy Nora's room. Her yelling is impossible to ignore. She keeps screaming Kelly and Jenna over and over again, whatever these names mean. I see 2 doctors rushing to her room with a set of tranquilizers. This place is full of people like her. I don't think I belong here. I enter the canteen and hear a loud surprise. I look around and see other patients gathered around a cake with number candles 1 and 7 and an inscription, Happy birthday, Robin. Right, it's my 17th birthday. Yay. I totally forgot. I force myself to smile and blow the candles. The cake tastes like soup or cough syrup. I hide both candles in my pocket when nobody's watching. I guess it's the only gift I can count on today. I stop one of the nurses on the way back to my room. I ask if my parents are going to see me. She shrugs and walks away without saying a word. Bitch. As I lay in bed, I stretch my arms and look at my hands. They look so weird, so damn weird. Maybe it's a side effect of one of those medications. Nurse Judy interrupts my contemplation. She storms in with an afternoon dosage of pills. How are you feeling, my dear? Did you like your birthday surprise? She asks, with that annoyingly sweet smile. Yeah, I forgot today's the day. She takes my hand and says, oh, don't worry, darling, it happens to everybody. As she holds my hand, I ask her why my skin looks so strange. Nurse Judy gives me a sympathetic gaze. I think it's normal at your age, don't you think so, sweetie? Is she trying to make a fool of me? Oh, I've had enough. But I'm only 17, I say imploringly. I don't know any other teenager with hands like these, just look. I take the candles out of my pocket and almost rub them in her face. You see, 1 and 7, 17, I bellow. Judy gently takes the candles from my shaking hands. Robin, it's not 17. Let me show you the right order. It's 7 and 1, 71. Oh, so they're actually 71? So they've been in the psychiatric ward for so long? Like ever since that anxiety attack at school till 71? Wow. That twist though. Man, that's so sad. So ever since that day, they just weren't able to hang out with their friends. They just... they were just stuck here forever. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!